News right now, we're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators going in, making the raid in there and clearing that as well. So they're going to do a thorough search as they conduct this raid. And so far, Stu, from what I understand and from Haley on the ground there, they have not seen, and we have not seen from our vantage point, any sign of Sean Combs, the 54-year-old who is believed to be the property owner of this. But clearly, this could be all part of the process here. But again, law enforcement does just not go in willy-nilly into a home and conduct a raid like this unless they get the necessary evidence they need to get that search warrant to acquire entry as well. So if we could take a look from Haley's point of view, it does seem like there are more individuals.
Yeah, we're still just waiting to kind of figure out exactly what happened. We know, of course, P. Diddy's homes on both coasts have been raided. You can see some more officers coming out of his property right now. Just trying to see if I could see the lady who we're hoping to get the interview with, and she
allowing them to look back many years in this case. Part of it was there have been allegations that he was drugging young women, so that there was which certainly implies that it was rape that had taken place at some point. But I think what HSI is probably looking at is the interstate aspects of it, if there was any online activity that could have taken place. And that's usually where HSI would have a jurisdictional interest. Homeland Security Investigations being part of the Department of Homeland Security.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and just when you thought you'd have seen it all before, here come 2024. Unannounced, no warning, no notice, to kick down your front door. That's what just happened right now to Diddy. And in his case, it started in 2023, but carried over into 2024. We saw where he got hit with the lawsuit with Cassiette that he eventually settled out of court on, and that was filed under the New York Adult Survivors Act that came into place that allowed victims or people who were subject to some type of abuse to file things past the statute of limitation situation, and it created a window. Well, he did settle out of court for that, but it was no criminal case or anything of that sort. After that, several other lawsuits came about and hit the news. Several other entertainers got hit with these same things as well. Hundreds of those were filed. Diddy has always maintained that he is innocent and these allegations are completely false. Well, now, as Fox 11 right here pulled up to the scene and they hit both the homes, LA and Miami at the same time, it's a whole nother story now, because it's going to look even more fishy, because this is the feds. And I had a link in the description where y'all can watch this in full from Fox 11. They was the first on the scene, and we'll get into the write-up in just a second that they came from with this situation. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. Diddy saying innocent until proven guilty, but there are key factors here. This is federal. When it's federal, they had to go get it from a judge, meaning they had to provide some type of information, some type of evidence to get the okay from the judge. At the same time, the feds is the government. They do exactly what they want to do, how they want to do it. They got the money, they got the resources, and they create the rules here. It just is what it is. Also, you hear Homeland Security. When Homeland Security is there, there's going to be a digital investigation and everything of the sorts, names being ran and all that. And I'm going to tell you like this. This is crazy for Diddy. Like I said, he is innocent until proven guilty. I haven't seen anything physical when it comes to the evidence yet. Nothing that confirms that he did any of these things. He keeps saying he is innocent. His lawyers said they are going to fight back, and they most definitely are again now. But seeing your family get detained, because I did see a photo, an image of his son Justin out there, to my understanding, unless it was something else. I saw his son Justin on the scene, and they was put in handcuffs and detained, because that's the protocol that they gonna follow. Though nobody want to go through nothing like that there. Now with this latest lawsuit that happened, we had the guy Lil Rod and things like that. His lawsuit came off as shaky. It had a lot of things that was easily debunked in there that made no sense. Diddy's son was mentioned in there as well, and all these other things, but they ended up not adding up and things like that. As he requested 30 mil as well, as that's what Cassie had requested, but they settled out of court for less. But the write-up says this. The federal raid occurred in the lavish Holmby Hills neighborhood. Investigators said the music mogul's Miami home was also raided Monday. Scott Fox flew over Combs' home Monday afternoon and showed federal agents conducting their investigation at his home. Fox 11's ground crew at the scene said the home was registered to Bad Boy Films, which is a division of Bad Boy Entertainment, along with one of Combs' daughters. Scott Fox also captured images of a few people coming out the home who were subsequently detained. Last year, Cassandra Ventura, also known as R&B singer Cassie, dropped a bombshell lawsuit in a New York federal court against the Bad Boy mogul. Combs and Ventura dated between 2005 and 2018. The lawsuit detailed several eyebrows-raising allegations that detailed years of alleged abuse. The two then settled on a settlement the next day. That was just the beginning. Just a week later, two more women came forward and accused the hip-hop mogul of sexual abuse in a separate lawsuit. Both of those lawsuits were filed in November 2023 on the eve of the expiration of the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law permitting victims of sexual abuse a one-year window to file civil action regardless of the statute of limitations. The filings detail acts of sexual assault, beatings, and forced drugging allegedly committed in the early 1990s by Combs, then a talent director, party promoter, and rising figure in the New York City's hip-hop community. One of the accusers, Joy Dickerson, said she was a 19-year-old student at Syracuse University when she agreed to meet Combs at a restaurant in Harlem in 1991. After their date, Combs intentionally drugged her, then brought her home and sexually assaulted her, according to the filing. Without her knowledge, Combs videotaped the assault and later shared it with several friends in the music industry, the suit alleges. The public exposure sent Dickerson into a tailspin, contributing to severe depression that landed her in the hospital and forced her to drop out of college. And they have more of the lawsuits and things like that in the write-up, and you can watch that in full and read that in full. I had a link there. As I said before, Diddy is innocent until proven guilty. But I say this, once the feds get involved, Homeland Security, the government, they came there for a reason. They got the warrant approval from the judge. This is not a guess. This is not us making stuff up. This is how this game go. When they come, they can convict you off of conspiracy and everything like that. But they are looking for evidence. We haven't seen him criminally charged yet. These are all just lawsuits, civil suits. But if they come, they can pick some stuff up today and then decide, well, we ain't going to file the charges till later on and things like that. We done seen him go after a lot of big wigs over these years. We done seen the Epstein list and everything of that nature hit the news. Him get charged, eventually supposedly committed suicide, him and just Lane with their situation. Also, we seen what went down with Weinstein. We seen what went down with Bill Cosby. We seen what went down with R. Kelly. Is it Diddy time? I don't know, but I'm going to tell you like this. If you commit the crime, you have a habit of committing to this lifestyle, if, you most definitely better believe that they going to try to find that paper trail and hit you with the derail. And I'm going to tell you like this, people get scared, people get fidgeting, thinking that you go tell. And once they think that you go tell, they go tell as well. Or niggas go tell on everybody else to keep their behind out they cell. So, if you did this, not put this on nobody, you better believe it's going to be a domino effect. Niggas going to get to talking, telling, giving it all to save they tail, nigga, because they ain't trying to sit in their cell, nigga. Tell me what y'all think. Diddy has claimed he is innocent. We shall see how this go. It's going to be a lot of conversation in the game right now. 1000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.